If you're looking for a wider, thicker, bolder stitch on the Bernina L 850, I'm going to show you how you set up the machine for the wide 3-thread and how to actually use a decorative thick thread, because some threads are so thick that they will not be able to go through those air tubes. And when we come inside here, you will notice that there is a bypass area. So we'll be bringing the threads down through their tension discs and then over to either the blue or red guide, whichever one you're following. And I want to show you how we pull them through so they're still going through the loopers, but just not through the air tubes at this point. So sergers have always been known to be able to handle heavier decorative threads that don't normally go through a needle of a sewing machine. They can go in the bobbin of a sewing machine and then you sew upside down, yes, but these threads are designed to go in a serger, and with that can be added to an edge and really set off for a decorative finish. But with the thickness comes a slight adjustment with these machines. We'll also be adjusting the tension. So if we're coming down through the upper looper, we got to allow for that little kind of beefier thread. So we're going to be loosening that tension to allow for a little bit more openness for that to fit down through the tension groove. If we have to tighten it for like a rolled hem, we might loosen it a little bit more and then tighten that lower looper even more. So just kind of keep in mind, if you need to loosen the tension for the decorative thread, you can do that even more and then tighten it up on the opposite side. Now, if you are doing a 3-thread with both decorative threads, so one decorative thread through the upper looper, one decorative thread through the lower looper, then you almost just need to loosen those tensions, balance them out, and they are going to look gorgeous. If you're not going to see the back side like on the pillow I just showed you, you definitely only need one spool, and it got put in the upper looper for the best results. I'm going to start by removing the thread that's going into my right needle, so that's my green thread, and completely taking that off the machine. Then you can take the right needle out, and tell you the truth, you can actually leave it in if you don't have thread on it, because nobody will really see it. But all in all, I am going to take it out. Remember, you've got this cute little kind of needle holder area you can slide it into. And don't forget to tighten up that screw just so it doesn't wiggle loose while you're not using it. I'm going to tie this turquoise razzle dazzle thread to put in my upper looper. So actually what I'm going to do is just go ahead and trim the thread that I want to remove, and I'm going to be threading it manually down through the tension area. At this point, I'll need to actually feed it through the circle opening in this guide. Next, get a hold of the blue lower looper thread. I clipped it here, so I'm just going to pull it right on out. And then at this point, tie the thread that is currently in the upper looper to the thread that I am adding to the serger. I just do an overhand knot, and then that way I don't have to worry about it coming loose. And then just kind of, if you want, you could even cut off the extra tail after your knot. Next, lift up your presser foot and then just gently pull that knot right on through. You can see that the decorative thread is now through the upper looper. So you can easily pull that through at any time, and we would do the same thing if we wanted to add thread to the lower looper. Clip it here and then bring that thread down through this area, tie it on, and then pull it through so it will come out the lower looper. At this point, go ahead and close up each of the doors. And we do have the tension reduced from the normal setting of number 4 just to get us started, and then we'll see what we need to adjust. Let me put my lower looper thread back to its normal number and see the results. All right, I have to confess, I've never seen a 3-thread overlocked edge with decorative thread come out perfect like this for the first time. It's absolutely perfect along this edge. All I did was reduce the tension to 2 for this thread and left my regular tension of my lower looper, or the pink on the back, at 4. and it is absolutely gorgeous. If I want to have this be a little bit more filled in, I could bring my stitch length a little closer together and have the most beautiful edge ever. If I did want to put a second color in that lower looper, like the decorative Razzle Dazzle thread that I have here, all I would need to do is reduce its tension down to the same number of the blue one, and it would be super balanced and perfect. So definitely try out using some decorative threads, and remember, all you have to do is do that little bypass trick, tie it on, and pull it through.